What is going on, everybody? How we doing today? Get the light on as usual. I forget the light. That is my bad. My bad indeed. Yeah, I think we are good on that front. How we doing? How we doing, Zachary Vered? All right. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing as well as you can be. As well as you can be. Well, you know, we're gonna try and improve. We're gonna try and improve. We're gonna try and make sure. All right. We're gonna try and make sure that um we're gonna try and make sure that we improve everybody's days here to the best of our ability. Okay. Um, yeah. So it is Sunday. It is Oblivion Sunday. Okay, we're gonna continue on with Oblivion, and not just Oblivion, but the Thieves Guild quest line. We are on the last mission. I actually made it a point. I made it a point to make sure that I stopped before we really got too deep into the last mission. That way, I wouldn't have to break it up in to pieces, you know. So today we're going to be completing the Thieves Guild quest line. So that's cool. Then from there, the plan was go on to the Mages Guild, then go on to the main quest line and complete that, and then take a little bit of a break and maybe jump back into like the Shivering Isles and Knights of the Nine. Maybe after like a month or two or something like that. But we'll see. We'll see about how that will go. I'll go ahead. I'll pin yours, Zachary, simply because it is it is in all caps. It is in all capitals. So we will. Why am I? Oh, duh. I'm looking for pinned message, and I didn't see what it was. Um. But yeah. Anyway. Oh, there we go. Fucking. I just do that for like 10 minutes straight, and then I just end the stream, just wordlessly, awkward silence. So sometimes sometimes your elbows, like, you need to do that. I had to do that with both my elbows. Happens with the thumbs too. Happens with the toes as well. Um, but yeah. Anyway, so I I'm still going through it, guys. I'm still going through it. All right, life is getting a little bit better as time goes on, but I still have so much shit going on that I apologize if I'm a little bit scatterbrained today. In addition to that, I'm dealing with something like right this second. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Sorry. Anyway, I don't think I have that much to talk about in terms of housekeeping. I've been so focused on other things that I haven't really been able to put too much into my YouTube shit. One of the things I have been wanting to do for a little while though, and I'm going to get on that on the sooner side, is I want to basically experiment with a second channel, and that second channel is not going to be like I'm putting other content on there. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do double uploads. I'm going to upload videos to this channel, and I'm going to upload the same videos, literally same exact everything, to the second channel. And I want to see how those videos on that channel do, because uh, I've met some YouTubers and stuff like that, and I've also watched YouTube for a long time. Guys that are a lot more successful than me. I've met them and I've watched them, and they do their shit in a certain way. And one thing that a lot of these guys have in common is that they have their main channel, which is kind of their bread and butter. That's what they're known for the most part. Then they have a second channel for all the hardcore fans that want, more content, or just people who are not interested in that mainline content, because it might be like different, like, vlog style content or something like that. You never know. But then in addition to that, they'll also have streaming channels. They'll have channels that are basically just for fucking streaming. Or maybe they'll use that second channel for streaming. Regardless. The reason they do that is because, from what I understand, if you stream on your channel, it fucks you up in the algorithm, because I and again, this is just my armchair understanding of it. It's not like I'm in the trenches with these full-time YouTubers or anything like that. But um, to YouTube, everything's all the same. You know, a stream is basically the same as a video. You know, et cetera, et cetera. And because of that, like I might have 800 to 1,000 views on a video of mine, which is not a lot, but you know, compared to a lot of other videos of mine, that is kind of a lot. But then all of my streams will get between like 100 and 400 views total, you know, on them. And I think that might have an effect on those videos that would be doing better, right? Because there's some content that I know does well that I do produce every now and again, right? A lot of it is kind of like fight commentary breakdowns. If you don't know who fight commentary breakdowns is, he's a guy. You know, his name's Jerry, really cool dude. I've known about him for years. You know, he likes to show a bunch of different like esoteric fights and stuff like that. Fights from like the 80s between guys like pre-MMA, MMA type stuff. And then he also is Chinese, so he understands Mandarin or Cantonese. I don't know which. Maybe he knows both. And because of that, he can take stuff from Chinese social media, show it to us, and then like tell us about it, tell us the lore, tell us what certain, you know, what things are being said, tell us about the titles and stuff like that. He can show you fights and stuff. Stuff like that tends to do very well because of the fact that people want to see fights, and they you know, it also comes down to clickbait and stuff like that. So when I do videos that would typically get like tens of thousands of views, but they're only getting 1,000, I start to wonder, like, what am I doing wrong? And well, you know, I would assume that's probably something with it. So I'm gonna work my hardest. I'm gonna work my darndest on trying to get that second channel set up. I already have a second channel. You know, I use it for Patreon uploads and stuff like that. It's been dormant for a minute because again, I've been too busy to even do Patreon shit. Um, and you know, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead. All right, I'm gonna try my best. We're gonna see if that works. It'll be a little experiment. You know. Anyway. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Like I don't want to just get right on to the Oblivion, even though this is Oblivion Sunday, because you know usually I'll sit here and I'll talk about whatever is going on. But I really don't have that much to talk about, so I guess we'll just get straight to the Oblivion then. You know, why not? Instead of me sitting here like struggling, just like staring at the camera, like, oh, I got one now. You know what I hate? Like, instead of being like that, I might as well just get straight to the Oblivion. Plus, it'll give us more time to like get started on the Mages Guild quest. Steamerino, Steamerino. Um, library, home. Yep, there we go. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, I got to get back into Postal 2 as well. I really like life kind of fell apart for me, guys. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I've talked about it before. I'm not gonna talk about it like a ton. But, you know, because I've talked about it before. But like, I'm just trying my best to get this shit figured out. You know. Oh boy, someone knocking on our door. Are we really about to have like some weird fucking bullshit go down again? Is that Yeah, go ahead, keep going, keep going. Hey, I just remembered I was supposed to make myself a margarita. Do you think you can make me one, please? Please?
Yeah,
Please?
how do you make it?
It's all tequila and nothing else. No, it's you made one last night.
No, you made it for me.
No, you made one before I made you one.
Okay.
Oh man. I can feel the low energy, guys. You know, not every stream is gonna be like not every stream is gonna be a banger. And right now I feel like this is gonna be kind of like a low energy stream. You know, it is what it is. I apologize for that in advance, but yeah, I don't know if you guys could hear that. You know, the door was open and shit like that. My dog was barking, but yeah, it was somebody who it was actually the same exact woman from the stream on Friday. If you go ahead and you watch the stream on Friday that I did, anybody who's even here right now, there's probably like two people watching on YouTube, and one of them Zachary, I bet. Hello, Zach. By the way, but if you watch that stream, you notice there was this woman who was absolutely positively flipping the fuck out. She was like causing a scene, talking about she's gonna get people to come down here and like beat people up and stuff like that. That same woman just knocked on my door, and I thought there was gonna be trouble. Like I literally like fist balled up. I have a broken hand right now. Like my knuckle still shifts a little bit. I don't know if you can see it, but it still shifts a little bit. No pain until I hit something, but I was still like open the door like ready to fucking go. And she wasn't there. She wasn't there, bottom line. Oh man. um anyway, um test LMAO, yeah. And I was supposed to make myself a margarita too, so I have my wife making me a margarita now. It was my wife's birthday yesterday, right? And we had a good time. And we got some like tequila. It wasn't like expensive tequila, but it was more expensive than we would usually buy alcohol for, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. I left the shower on. We're finishing the final DB quest. Yeah, some shit happened in the meantime. Nothing too crazy or anything like that. All right. But yeah, she was trying to be like a community organizer type deal, which I don't have an issue with. This place really does fucking suck. We got rats, roaches, everything, and it's just fucking frustrating and stupid. Um, it's dumb as hell. We're actually trying to get out of here, and truth be told, we're gonna be using the recordings of her to justify us getting out of here without having to give them any money for the rest of our lease. We have like 2 or 3 months left on our lease, And given that there is a clause in the contract that states people are not allowed to like make disruptions, be loud, threaten or harass anybody, etc., etc., and she has done that multiple times in addition to a bunch of other people in this area, and no action was taken against those people, fucking, we're gonna classify that as a breach of contract. That is a breach of the contract. We are in danger because this person feels that it's okay to call up people like her cousin or something like that to come down and try and fight people. So if that's going to be the way that it is, we need to look out for ourselves and live in a safe place. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to leave because you guys, meaning, the manager, didn't do anything about that. You're not getting any of your money. Like, you want to fight it in court. There is no court in the state of Massachusetts that's going to be like, well, I mean, it's not like someone was beating down your door. Like, no court in the state of Mass is going to be like that, you know?
Go take your break. It's about time.
All right, anywho. What's going on, Cherry Blossom X? What's going on, OP? Hope you're doing well today. We're just we're doing the final Dark Brotherhood quest here. I like how your whole thing is just, I'm gonna walk up on here and walk in the front door. I thought you froze for a sec. Nah, I'm dealing. I'm dealing. I'm dealing with a lot of shit lately, including like having like there's so many small fires that I have to put out. There's so many small fires that I have to put out that I'm literally sitting here texting people trying to get that shit figured out. Um, and then I'm like, and then I'm going back to this, and that's why I was saying a second ago, like, man, like, it's gonna be a low energy stream today, guys. I apologize. One, two, three, four, four. What's up, baby?
Where's the blender?
The blender? Um, well, I washed the bullet thing. You don't even have to blend it if you don't want to, baby. You remember how it kind of like made it just weird last night?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's all good. It's all good. My wife's making me a margarita. Yes, sir. Happy Sunday, indeed, indeed. It is. Oh, oh,
Stop right there.
fuck. All right, whatever, bro. I didn't think he was gonna walk out from there. Damn. All right, let's go to the palace again. File police reports, create a record. Yeah, that's what needs to happen, and I'm gonna do that on probably Monday or something like that. Maybe another day of the week. Just retroactively go in there and be like, look, like, I just want this on record. This isn't the first time we've called about like this specific issue. There's records with the police, and then there's records with those guys, and on some of them it was like I didn't need to go to the police. On others it was like, yeah, I definitely needed to call the police. And part of the issue is that they don't do anything real. They don't do anything. They literally just told me call the police. And it's like, oh, so you mean you're not actually gonna do anything? You're just gonna fucking oh yeah, this is where the big ass fucking chairs are. I always wondered what the deal with the big ass chair and the big ass club and crystal ball and shit were. I was always confused about that a little bit. Oh, thank you, baby. Ooh, you put salt on it too. Thank you. Kind of a weird mark. What is this fucking guy? What is this guy's problem? Do I have a blood price for this? Do I have a blood price for this? He has even set aside the guild rule of blood price for this heist. Okay, so in that case,
Stop! This is the part where you
all right, I gotta.
fall down and bleed to death.
Got him. Hell yeah. Go fuck yourself. Never underestimate human greed or laziness, exactly, you know? Nobody cares until they have to, and squeaky wheels get the grease. Oh yeah, exactly, you know, for sure, 100%, you know? And, like, you can use that to your advantage in certain ways, you know? Like, the way my apartment complex works, right, is, they are constantly trying their best to discourage you from going somewhere else. Once they get their hooks into you, they don't want you to go anywhere else, so they can continue to extract your wealth from you. Now, like, obviously, you know, like at the end of the day, everyone's just trying to make money, but this is the only place that I have lived in that is like this. The first place I ever lived in, other than like my parents' house or my aunt's house, was a rooming house, and it was tenant at will, which in the state of Massachusetts means you have 2 weeks to move out once you either get kicked out, or if you decide, hey, I'm moving out, you don't have a full 30 days. That's how tenant at will works, right? The lease that you sign acknowledges that you can leave pretty much at any time. So there was no, like, you know, trying to sign a lease, trying to have a lease like done up in a predatory way. I lived in a house with my wife and some friends of ours, and that was just like an old woman who had an extra house, basically. So her lease was just gonna be like bare bones. It was gonna be like nothing, you know. We move into another place, nice and simple. There's no, like you remember the last place we lived in, baby? We didn't realize how spoiled we were at the time,
Yeah.
if anything, you know. Like, we wanted to move out, they were like, that's cool. We went month to month, and it was only like a $200 increase tops.
Yeah, we stayed for a year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, we stayed for a year, but then we stayed longer because we went month to month, and it took us like 6 months or more to find a new place. This place, right? And it was all good. There was no weird bullshit, you know? But then this place, where if we want to go month to month at this place, we are going to have to pay $3,000 a month. That is bonkers. That is insane. Excuse me. And they're purposefully trying to negotiate with us months in advance. That way we're in a situation where, like, if we find a new place, we're gonna have to time it right, and it just makes it so much harder, because the thing is, like, if I find a place, if there's 2 months left on my lease, if I find a place, I can't just move into that place tomorrow because I have 2 months left on my lease, and no place is going to hold a unit for you for 2 months. They're not going to do that, and these guys know that. So they put you in a position where they make it incredibly, incredibly hard for you to find a place that you can go to, that you can transition to, you know? And like that's the situation we're dealing with right now, where if we want to go monthly so we can find a new place, we're going to have to pay $3,000 a month, right? And there's no guarantee that we're going to find a place that first month, right? Then, in addition to that, I just remembered they demand you give 60 days notice instead of 30 days notice when you're going to vacate. So they demand 2 extra months out of you, or just 2 months out of you in general, right? We're not giving them 60 days. They can fuck themselves, you know? Fuck them. I don't care. You know? They can, they can eat shit. Um, okay, all right. Again, dealing with bullshit. Bottom line, like I'm in a predatory situation with my landlord, and we're getting out of it. Like there's no way we're giving them any money. It's not happening. My comfort game, says Old Wizard. Mine too. Mine too. Um that's weird. As usual, there's fucking issues here. Hold on one sec. I don't like that my audio is like topping out almost. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. That way, hopefully, it won't be too crazy or anything like that. You know, because it's not even like I'm screaming here. I'm talking usually how I would. So you know, land Chad. Yeah, right. Fuck him. Land pussy. Call I told everybody about this on Friday. Basically, we get a letter in mid to late March where the people are telling us, "Hey, now would be a good time to try and lock in so that you can have another year lease." Basically, we got an offer for another year lease, and it was like a certain amount of money, right? On that paper, it said we had until May 1st to determine whether or not we wanted to lock in at that price, right? It didn't say that it was going to increase. It didn't say what it was going to increase to, but the implication is there. They can only guarantee us that price until May 1st. Okay, that's shitty. Fuck you guys. But whatever. We have plenty of time to figure it out. We have a month and a half from the time that they gave it to us. Fine. That's cool. On Friday, this pussy ass motherfucker. He's some like Nigerian guy. I won't go into the morality through strength or strength through morality thing anymore, right? I'll you know I'll leave that spiel for another time. All right. I went through it on Friday too, but um I basically this guy calls my wife instead of me. He knows he should be dealing with me. I've told him plenty of times, yo, call me, deal with me, email me, whatever. He knows not to be trying to talk to my wife about fucking anything. And he calls her up and tries to lie to her and say, oh, if you don't give us an answer by tomorrow, which is only like April 5th, if you don't give us an answer by tomorrow, we can't guarantee the price. It'll probably go up. Meanwhile, we have in writing that that price is guaranteed until May 1st. So this guy decided he was gonna try and pull some fucking maneuvers. He was gonna try and pull some fucking moves on us and shit like that, and try and be like, "Oh, I will try my best to keep this price, but if you give us an answer by tomorrow, we will be able to give you this price. It will probably go up after you after Saturday." After Saturday, it will probably go up, Mrs. Sullivan. You need to give us an answer now. We need an answer now. Like, he decided he was going to do that. And, like, I want to avoid, because I'm still angry about it, I want to avoid making the jokes that I made on Friday. They were all just jokes about, like, you know, giving the keys back to him one by one from 20 feet away as hard as I can, you know? That was obviously a joke. I wouldn't ever actually do something like that, and I even said that at that point. But it's still just like, it's like, nah, go fuck yourself, pussy, you know? You should tell them to explain it to you in Fortnite terms. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, but like, can you explain it to me in Fortnite terms? Yeah, but like, how would you explain this to somebody in Fortnite? Like if I was the Goku skin and you were the Travis Scott skin, What would you be saying to me in that case if I was renting something from Tomato Town? How would this conversation go down in Fortnite? Um, I should do that because what's gonna happen is we're gonna find a place, we're gonna move our shit in there, and one day I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna hit this guy with it. I'm gonna be like, look, this place has been unsafe since we moved in, but it wasn't directly unsafe to us. It wasn't directly us that were being threatened. It was just a place where crime happened. Now we're getting threats from people. You haven't done anything to stop this. We've told you, we've told the police, nobody does anything about it. We're getting out of here. You're not getting a fucking cent from us. Goodbye. And then when he tries to talk, I'll be like, I don't get what you're saying, dude. Could you explain it like how Rick from Fortnite would say it? The Rick skin in Fortnite. Could you explain it the way he would? Is that cool? Fuck him. It's like, fuck, man. The the world hasn't been the same since the Tilted Towers incident. Very true. Anyway, I'm trying to remember exactly how I'm supposed to do this. I feel like there's a trap door or something like that somewhere. I forget if there is. Oh, glass of time. Uh, I've activated the glass of time according to the Gray Fox. The door to the old way in the Imperial sewers should now be open. I just have to find it. I'm sure it'll be really tough with my quest marker. But yeah, that's such a pussy thing. That's such a pussy way to do anything. And like there's plenty of Americans that would do that. Don't get me wrong. There's plenty of white Americans that would do that too. But culturally that is something that you would see from like Nigeria, right? Like Nigeria, Trinidad, like anywhere where it's like I am an African businessman. Like they're always trying their best to like see what they can fucking shyster out of you, you know. Um and it's always like the dumbest shit too. It's always the dumbest shit too. Like and it comes from them thinking that they're smarter than you, that they're better than you. Because that's the way that it works with a lot of these cultures in like Africa and certain Asian countries and Russia and things like that, right? Um, as well as Arab countries, like what it comes down to is that it's kind of like a child seeing what they can get away with a lot of the time, where um, you're sitting here, right? You're sitting here thinking, maybe like maybe I should try to see if I can get cookies before dinner, and then like realize like it's testing limits. It's testing limits is what it is. That's the culture over there. Is like what can I get away with, and if I can get away with this thing. It's not because like that person didn't find it to be worth it. It's not that that person was like not paying attention or anything like that. It's because they're stupid and I'm smart, and they are weak and I am strong. That's what it is. That's what it is at the end of the day. And it's such a gross way to be, and like it's like how it explains perfectly why they have a hard time a lot of the time. There if you understand those countries, you realize that there's a certain business class there that they're doing all right for themselves, and then everyone underneath them is just like squalor. It's just not like they're not living good. And it's because that business class doesn't have anything holding them to any kind of set of like moral fortitude or anything like that. It's literally just, I can, so I will. I can, so I will. And I should. Because I am the strong man. This is the weak man. That's quite literally the way that it goes. Quite literally how it is. You know? Anyway. Non-recognizable flag countries, pretty much. This had better be good. Dude, it's better than good. It's perfect. I don't even know where the hell I'm supposed to go. I'm losing health. I think I'm losing health anyway. I am a good businessman. I get the money. I call this man's wife, knowing that the man will say no, but the wife might feel scared. And if she feels scared, she will say yes. So I get the money. Like that's literally like that's what was going on inside this fucking guy's head, you know? I can't wait to do African guy voice to him. I'm getting better at African guy voice. All right. I studied the blade. 1, 2, 3. How the fuck do you know this shit without playing? What do you I don't know what you mean, Zachary Verd. Hope your wife's birthday was great. Dude, saying your wife's birthday, like the internet has poisoned us so much because you said hope your wife's birthday was great and my first thought was I'm not a cuck. The second you hear anything about like my wife's you think like I ain't a fucking cuck. My wife doesn't have a boyfriend. It's like holy shit, bro. It's just funny. I believe I've been here before. I've definitely been here more than once, you know, because this is the same sewer system that oh, but you know what? Oh, this is the same sewer system that I had to escape through, and then also the one that for the Dark Brotherhood, I had to fuck around with, you know, to get in there to kill Valen Dreth was his name. Valen Dreth. Talking about Tomato Town and shit. I mean, I remember the I remember the memes that come from it, you know? Oh, bitch. Vampire dust. Potion of cure disease. Crumpled piece of paper. I wish the crumpled pieces of paper said something. That would be fun. Doesn't even have to be expository or anything like that or lore. It can just be something fun, like just the F word or something. The F word. Uh oh, guys, I can't say the F word. If I say the F word, my mom will get mad. Do you guys swear around your parents? Is that something you guys do? It's something I do just because I stopped giving a shit after a while, you know? Like I'll be honest with you, I love my mom and my dad, you know, but like they're just not really that respectable to me as to where I'm like, I shouldn't swear around them. I'm their little boy. They wouldn't like that. It's like, nah, they did a lot of fucked up shit to me when I was a kid, so it's like whatever. I'm gonna just be me, you know. They're lucky I'm not shooting heroin or something like that, you know, doing fucking fent all day. You know, it could have been a lot worse for me as time went on. Yep. But through my own inner strength and my own like wish and ability to improve instead of not get worse, I overcame a lot of the shit that they did, you know. Hell no. Be Gonna get food. Hope you pound another drink. I'm pound. You know, I might ask my wife to make me one more of these. You know, because we have all this leftover tequila. And me, I'm someone who like once alcohol is like a week old, I'm like, nah, I don't feel like drinking that alcohol anymore. I know it's stupid, but there's just something about it. It just doesn't appeal. It just doesn't appeal to me that way. You know. Mm. I lost the plot here. Oh. Ah, there he is. Bitch, get your ass over here. Get your ass over here. I love when you nail him. I love when you nail them and they go off the screen. Where's he at? So he must be over here yet. Just like that, except that time he went into the wall. Got him. Some more vamp dust. I figured it was going to be necromancers, not vamps. Not vampires. Oh, there we go. See what's in here, though. I believe, yep, that was already in here. Mithril shield. Yeah, I don't think they have mithril swords, right? They only have mithril shields after a while. You know. It's crazy how much hops I have as a Khajiit. A Khajiit with high acrobatics, specifically. Whoosh. Whoosh. Oh. Yeah, I don't think you have a say, bud. I think you're kind of a bitch. Wait, vampire bard? A vampire bard? What do they have for weapons? It's supposed to be a bard, but they don't have any like they don't have like a loot or anything like that. Oh, there it is. That mud crab waiting for me like, now you die. Bitch. Before he hit the ground. I took his essence from him before he hit the ground. Imperial sewer key, and here we are. I found the sewer entrance that the Grey Fox told me to look for. Now I need to find the old way. Got another. What an idiot. Alright, so the old way is apparently not through here. Oh, but that gate needs to be open remotely. I must have to go down there. Whoosh. Whoosh. If you can do forward rolls like this, it's kind of fun. You know? It's fun to do, like, forward rolls like that. Just like... Or like Superman dives, which is this, but you jump through the air first. Oh, just the old way. I found the old way. This is clearly a long abandoned sub-basement of the Imperial City. It looks like it's going to be a long journey to get into the Imperial Palace this way. I need to find the door that connects to the palace interior. If I remember correctly, I will need the arrow of extrication to unlock time in order to open that door. Interesting. Interesting. Lawbird, have you played Jedi Outcast? That's a game I gotta play. That. What are you doing? Yeah, that's definitely a game I gotta play for sure. Like, is Jedi Outcast? You know, I hear that's like a seriously good game. You know, like one of the classic Star Wars games for the PC. And was it on the 360 as well, or was that just a PC thing? Ah, there it is. Scott, you're on your way to affiliate already. Have over 50 followers. I'll be your first sub. Oh, damn. Yeah, maybe I should look into affiliate or something. It's like I said, I just don't have the time right now to be worried about a ton of stuff. So because of that, it's like oh well. Oh well. Sorry, one sec. I want to get this dread zombie. Anyway, because of that, it's kind of tough for me to think about anything, especially like on like a yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where I damn. What the hell is going on here? It's just been tough for me to think about anything. Anything other than work lately, you know? And that'll yeah, fuck it. I guess I'll use the arrow of fatigue. Fuck it, who cares? Oh, fuck, I missed. Got him. You are now fatigued. Yeah, that's gonna change soon, though. You know, I get summers off because work slows down drastically for me, and I elect to take the summers off. You know, because I'm fortunate enough to have other things that I'm able to do. You know. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Got him. He took a big ectoplasm shit and then he died. I forget what I was gonna say. Yeah, I can't go through that way, so I have to go through this way. Oh yeah, but like I'll have time over the summer to figure it all out, you know. I appreciate the love though, Cherry Blossom, and I'll try my best. I'll try my best to get that done ASAP too. You know, like thank you so much for that, man. There we go. I'm just gonna sneak my way through and snipe everybody. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just gonna be this one rat. Potion of Might. Oh, restore strength. Yeah, all set. It says I'm being seen by somebody, but there's nobody here. Even now. Oh, no, we're good. Point. Got him. Got him. Got him too. Oh, damn. I just switched to another dagger. Come on, baby. Akaviri Sunder Blade. It's got no charge. At the very least, though, it will still do some damage. Jeez, dude, relax. Come on. Oh, damn, I'm actually kind of... Health-wise, I'm actually not doing that great. I'm like John in Blood Games. I'm just swinging wildly. Just swinging for the fences wildly. That's right, bitch. I gotta do something about the enchantment here. No, yeah, it's disintegrate armor. Like, damn, that dude fucking got me. I got him. I fucking got him. That bitch. See, that I have an enchantment on me that makes it so that I can't move. So I'm just kind of here like, oh, gotta wait. Gotta wait. Oh, somebody else here? Alright, take it easy, Pipsqueak. Take it easy, half pint. So I can go that way or I can go that way. I'm gonna follow the quest marker. Never mind. Ooh, nice. I'm good with that. I don't need the glass dagger. I could buy another one if I wanted to. I'm rich. Yeah, but like, the thing I liked about Jedi Outcast, just watching gameplay and stuff like that, is, dude, there are tons of guys here. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, damn it. Another one? Elven short sword. Like, with the... Yeah, fuck it. Oh, no, I need potions. I need potions. With Jedi Outcast, the lightsaber fighting seemed to be interesting. It seemed like it was actually kind of robust compared to, like, a lot of other games that you have where there isn't really, like, dueling per se. It's more just, like, whoever gets a hit in. More like this combat. Like, this combat is nothing to, like, really brag about, you know? Oh. Excuse me. But yeah, this combat is really nothing to brag about, you know? Oh, somebody coming at me. Got him. But, like, Jedi Outcast seemed like it actually had some, like, really good combat there, you know? Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see what happens when I go to the Black Bow with the Dwarven Arrow. Done got him. Knocked his block right off. Just that. I forget if you can do that. You can't do that if you don't have a high acrobatic. I'm pretty sure you have to get that thing to raise up. At least from what I can remember, anyway. Nah, I knew that was gonna happen. Whoops. Damn. Got him. Take that one. Got him. So I forget where you have to hit the arrow of extrication. I think you have to fire it at that thing. There must be some secret way to open this door. I'll bet this is where I have to use the arrow of extrication. Most likely, I have to be standing in a special place for the keyhole to open up. It will be somewhere with a clear view of this pillar. Well, I have a clear view right here. I'm pretty sure you either have to go in there or there's like maybe that thing will like raise up. I forget exactly how it works. These walls look like they're meant to move. Maybe the place I need to stand to fire the arrows is behind them. I'd better look for a way to get through them. I just dropped my phone on the ground. Whoopsies. You can hear the zombies in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Imagine you only have one lockpick and it breaks. That'd be the worst. Oh wait. Oh wait. Is it here? That what does it? No. I didn't think it would be, but you know. Dagger of Flames. He's running up the steps. Ancient Ghost. See, this is sort of a confusing quest for me because my memory does not serve me well with it. And this is always the part that I get stuck at every single time. I forget how to raise those pillars. I feel like I always end up running through this area. Fire and darkness, fuck it. I'm sure it'll help me with something. I would hope it'll help me with something. Fire and darkness. Yes, that's exactly what I was hoping for. Perfect. Oh. 1, 2. One, two. We gotta get down. Gold Staff of Burden. Burden 50 points. Yeah. How much is it? 10? I could take it, but yeah. I ain't no magic nerd. Healing. Take that. I'm hoping that is what I needed. I'm hoping and praying that is what I needed. One of the things that always bugs me about these ruins is that you don't see any living quarters. Like is this right here supposed to be someone's living quarters or something like that? Like there's what appears to be a table here. Okay, fine. Is this a bedroom? Is that a bedroom? This literally looks like it's meant to be a bed, or maybe even like a sacrifice table, human sacrifice. I don't know what the aliens did, you know? It is a small detail that I think would have been good if they like put that in, you know? Like, oh hey, let's have a living space. Let's have a kitchen. We need a kitchen because these guys do need to eat. Just because they're ancient beings, it doesn't mean they didn't need to fucking eat ever, you know? Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, yep, we got one. Was there another one? Nope, there was not another one. Good. Yeah. This must be the spot. Standing on this pressure plate opens the pedestal at the far end of the room. I should practice with normal arrows a few times before trying the arrow of extrication. I will only get one try. Hmm. Hmm. Just just in case. I should not be a pussy about it. I should not be a pussy about it. But we're gonna go ahead. All right. Oh, what am I doing? I trust my I it's always funny seeing one arrow in the quiver. It's always funny. I think I missed. Why am I over encumbered? Oh no, I'm not over encumbered. Yep, well, I think I fucked it up. I don't see the arrow. I don't see the arrow anymore. Anywhere. A later the Native American of the Altmer. Oh, I see. I see. Damn, I keep forgetting. And then fine steel dagger. Fucking let's drop that. Oh, what? Oh yeah, fuck it. Who cares? Sanguine Rose. Why do I still have this? Shadow Hunt. I don't feel like having a. I don't feel like having to redo that shit. Fuck, baby. Oh, thank you. She's gonna make me another one. My bartender is here to make me another one. All right, so you know what? Just because I don't feel like having to reload every time, I am gonna go Dwarven Arrow, right? Oh no, wait. I just remembered there's a way to do this. Headless zombie. So you can take the headless zombie, right? I'm pretty sure anyway. I thought you used to be able to do that. You used to be able to take the headless zombie. Yep. Oh no. Oh, yep, there it is. Oh, damn it. See, like I said, it's been so long I always forget about it. I forget if these things come to life too and you got to kill them. I feel like they might. I feel like they might. By the way, what's going on, Holy Clown Fuckerus and President Barack Obama? How we doing? Hope your day is going good, Scott. I won't try and troll you this stream. Appreciate it, man. There we go. Of course, now I'm like, oh no, it moved a little bit. There we go. I've used the arrow of extrication to activate the door and open the secret way into the palace. There is no telling where I might end up. I should take care to extinguish my lights, muffle my footsteps, and be stealthy as I enter the door. Yeah, you see these two are now Arrow of Brilliance. What? Oh, oh, you see? Ayleid Longsword. Oh, well. Hello there, everybody. Um, needs a key. I don't have a blood price here, so I can literally kill all these guys if I feel like it. Two, three. Where do Nawaz shit in the Elder Scrolls? I've looked everywhere for years. That's true. I've never seen a bathroom. I've never actually seen a bathroom now that you mention. Thank you. I love you. Oh, nice. I should go sleep.
I forgot something. I forgot the light.
Oh. She forgot to spit in it. What did this guy just pick up? What did he just pick up? Huh? What did he just pick up off the ground? A crumpled piece of paper. Thank you. Can I kill this guy? I don't want to break the game here. His door is open somewhere else. Oh, let me guess. It's like right next to him or something, right? Yep. Mm-hmm. That's something I just remembered as I was like reading that. I was like, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. There we go. They go by India rules. That makes the most sense, the algorithm. That does make the most sense. Supposed to sit in the reading chair. I've seated myself in the reading chair. Now I just have to wait for them to bring me the scroll. So long as I don't speak to any of them. The priests seem to be assuming I am Celia Cameron, which is funny because Celia Cameron is Mankar Cameron's sister or cousin or something like that. So it's funny, or Cameron, however you say his name.
Welcome to this holy library, Lady Cameron.
Cameron.
Celia Cameron, I present to you the Elder Scroll you requested.
Somebody, somebody, I'm not going to mention who, but they just said to me, when there's a Republican president, there's less spending, which means assets fall and dollar rises, um, which means time to work. When there's a Democrat president, there's more spending, therefore assets rise, which means the dollar also falls, which means time to rest and invest, and that's not the way it works. He fucking you know, when your assets are rising, meaning when stocks are assuming I'm understanding this guy the right way, right? I could be getting it wrong. When things are rising, that's the time to watch and get ready to sell if you feel like you need to, you know. That's not the time. That's not the time to look at investing. That's literally the inverse of what you're supposed to do. It's buy low, sell high. From the sound of it, this guy is telling me to buy high, sell low, and he's trying to claim that it has to do with like whether it's a red or a blue president in the White House, which I'm not even going to say that's 100% false. You know, I do think that they tend to act in certain ways, but like no, I don't think that's the way it works. You know. See, I heard some lore where you're able to read this right now, right? And not go blind, and it's because of like some aspect of you and the way like you were created and stuff like that. I could be wrong, but you know. I have the Elder Scroll. This is the treasure of the century. My name shall be known across Tamriel for this theft. Now to get it back to the Grey Fox. The way back is blocked. I'll have to go upstairs to find a way out. Even though they are blind, these monks will not be easy to sneak past. Oh yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see. We'll see about that. Fire salts, I'll take that. Wisp, Harada. Yeah, fuck it. I'll take some of those too, just in case. Ooh, there's just like a bunch of shit in here. I'm good with that. Good with those too. I should take them, but it's like whatever. I could steal money straight up. Oh, I think there was did I? Yep, I already did that one. You know, I have a hard time selling the shit anyway, you know. I keep forgetting to go and like offload things that I steal and loot. Oh, I thought that dude was T-posing.
Huh?
Uh-huh. All right. Get them spring-heeled jack boots. You're right. That is the next step, isn't it? Dem boots. Hell yeah. Boing. Boing. Boing.
The prophecies are vague on this point. Cross-check it.
This this margarita is dangerous because I can't taste the alcohol. You know, I just took two ass big what the fuck, two big ass gulps of it. Oh yeah, we gotta think. That's a monk, so I'm good. go. What's going on, the algorithm? You've been here a minute, man. I just want to ruin their dinner for them. Just be an asshole to a bunch of blind people.
Whatever it was, it's gone now.
Hello?
Who's there?
Who's there?
No one? I'm just like nobody. I Looney Tunes him. One. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Them moth breach touch mud crabs. I think they have mud crabs. Oink. I love the way he just dropped his shit, went, and then fell over. Like a fucking, like a, I'm not here.
Well, look who we've got here.
Damn. I just killed the fucking Imperial Battle Mage. That's pretty wild. Never done that before in any of these playthroughs. I don't know if that's gonna affect anything. Ah, son of a... Ah, fucking... Damn it. Damn it. Fucking A, dude. And I've been suspended from the guild from... I'm wondering if I can... No, I can't. Although, oh, no. Even the autosave. Even the autosave is not... Oh, man. So I can't do anything about this. I can't do shit about this. Damn, that sucks. Oh, well. What you gonna do? Easy for the hero of Kavach. Yo, Scott, I'm clearing out a hoarder house. I can send you a box of old collectibles and knickknacks. Really? What kind of stuff, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, fuck it. I'll take all these. I don't even know what I got. I'm probably just gonna sit on all these forever and ever. Dark Scott Unleashed. Common Soul Gem. Oh. Fuck. Fuck. I didn't mean that. I wanted to open the desk. You can't open this desk though. Oh, I forgot I'm naked. Yes, perfect. There we go. Sick. I don't need that shit. It's just bones. Just some bones laying around. Baby, did you get my text?
No. gonna check now.
Okay. I'm a little drunk. I'm not like shitted, obviously, but I am feeling it. You didn't make it too strong, right?
No,
Yeah, I didn't
put
think.
a little.
She's like, I made it with a little.
No, they're little.
I put that much tequila in each one.
No, they're little cup.
No, I know what you're saying.
Mhm.
Yeah, I might even ask for one more because like I'm buzzed. I'm not like shitted, you know. Like, but if I ask for another one after that, don't let me. I have a problem. I have a problem, and you're feeding it.
Shut up.
It's your fault.
Gonna
It's really your fault. Yeah, it's just about dinner. What's that, baby? Okay. I've escaped from the Imperial Palace by jumping down a chimney chute in Okado's bedroom. I hope the Royal Battle Mage won't mind my misusing his ash blue. I can only hope my fall doesn't end too abruptly. I wonder if this is what the Grey Fox said I would need the boots of Spring-Heeled Jack for. And then this is a point where if you fall all the way down without the boots, you're fucked, you know? Man, that's pretty crazy. Anyway. Alright. Uh-oh. 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 You can see that you can see those Khajiit piggies. Black Hand Robe. I cannot equip this enchanted item right now. I already have it equipped, don't I? Oh, damn. I expected something else. I just got fucking bodied. Fuck. 1, 2, 2, 3. You can keep the boots if your acrobatics is high enough. I had no clue. Oh yeah. Because you don't have to use the And you know what? I'm a Khajiit, so my acrobatics was going to be better anyway. I'm wondering if I can load up. Nope. Nope. Damn. Oh, that sucks. I have a bunch of different songs stuck in my head at the same time. I'll start like singing one in my head and then I'll sing another one immediately after. Right now it's that song Ballin' by Roddy Ricch. It was I fuck. Damn. I'm getting fucked up. Anyway. It's cause sure, fuck it. Just that pause, like, hey, let's catch our breath. Let's catch our breath for a quick second. But yeah, when AI TV show parodies started coming out, they started using that song. Yeah, fuck it. They started using that song. Excuse me, and you know, they started like having Patrick Star or like Steve or Roger or Stewie or something like that sing it, and that shit was funny to me. I put our new 4Gs on the Jeep. Right. Oh, fuck. Damn. Did I just do the right thing? I think I did the right thing. Ah, yes. The old way. That old way, though. Nope. Okay. So, where do I go? Through here? Looks like it. Nope. Never mind.
message.
Can you make me one more, though? Thank you so much, baby. And yeah, I mean, I'm good to go with any of the usual places if you want. Yeah, I'm not really picky right now. I wouldn't mind something with like that has like cheese in it though. So like when it comes to Chinese, I don't know how I feel about that one.
Yeah, I know.
Hmm.
Okay.
We're trying to figure out dinner. Really? Nope. Trans Black Imperial SpongeBob. That's gonna be my next playthrough, actually. I watched the fuck out of AI SpongeBob. Yeah, there was almost a hypnotic quality to it where like you wanted to like you check it out and you're like I'll check this out to see what it's all about, and then like out of nowhere like 30 minutes later you're like fuck, it's been 30 minutes. Damn. I've really been watching the fuck out of this. Oh. Hi there. You fucking idiot. What are you doing?
Take that.
Fucking bitch. And throw your vampire dust in the water. Ah, there it is. Get a wheel of cheese and bread. That's a good idea. Dude, I went to Texas Roadhouse yesterday and they had these twisted mozzarella sticks. And man, they were like, they were good. Texas Roadhouse, hell yeah. Dude, like I was so hungry when I got there. We ordered those mozzarella twists, and then of course you're gonna eat the bread, right? It's fucking Texas Roadhouse, dude. And like I filled up on that. I fucking filled up on that. And when I got my food, I was just like, oh, wait a second. Where yeah, I'm good to go. I'm good to get out of here. I ain't gotta worry about it. You found the Imperial Sewer southeast gate exit or something like that? Yes, southeast exit. As opposed to the Imperial Prison sewer. Can I fast travel with enemies nearby? There's always one mud crab. There's always a fucking mud crab wherever you go. But yeah, like, and by by the time I got my food, I was full. And I was like, all right, whatever. I'm going to eat as much of this as possible because I don't want, hold on, because I don't want the waiter to judge me. And sure enough, I eat most of it. There's just some mashed potatoes left over. And I wasn't going to just take home mashed potatoes. So I'm like, oh, hey, yeah, I'm all good. You can take my stuff. And he's like, are you sure, bro? That's a lot of food. And I was like, all right, give me a box. And I was like, damn it. Fucking damn it, he got me. Damn it. I didn't want him saying that shit.
Stop right there.
1505. It's funny that they search me, they see an Elder Scroll on me, and they're like, oh, no, that's cool, that's yours. I'm sure that's yours. Thank you, baby.
The Grey Fox is waiting inside. You wear the shadows well, fellow thief.
Training?
You want more training? Then you'll have to go to the best. Marana Rian, here in the Imperial City. She can help you better than I. Shadow hide you.
Where the fuck? Oh.
You're back. Have a seat and tell me everything. You have the scroll. I can hardly believe it. The odds were clearly against you. Capital job. Capital! I have spent 7 years learning how to translate this scroll. Even so, I will need a while to decipher what I've sought so desperately.
So, what happens now?
Ah, still thinking about your reward, eh? I have not forgotten you or your loyal service to the Thieves' Guild. You'll just have to trust me. Give this ring to Countess Umbranox in Anvil. Say nothing about me to her. I need to know how she reacts to it. It may provoke anger or tears.
She might have you killed.
If she asks, just tell her a stranger wanted her to have it. Then report back to me on her reaction.
I'm about to walk to Anvil. I'm about to walk to Anvil. Being a blonde moth priest must be crazy. It's gotta be. Especially like it's gotta be crazy to be able to see and then you go blind. That's gotta be like the worst thing, you know? Um the idea that like you have vision and then bang, it's gone. You know, that's got to be awful because you know what you're missing now. That's got to be weird, you know. Thank you. Um. Do you want some of these?
No. But if you want to go ahead.
I wouldn't mind them. Pick a number, 1 or 2.
One.
I forgot to actually assign a number to an answer. so pick a number, 1 or 2.
One.
All right, fuck it, get him. Get.
Oh. Hello.
Oh, damn.
Make it quick.
Whoa. Whoa. What, she angry? Oh. Alright, well.
This ring belonged to my husband. He's been missing for over 10 years. For some reason, his name and face escape me at the moment. How did you get it? Do you know his whereabouts? Why are you showing it to me?
Moth Priest and Greybeard Slumber Party. Yeah, that's got to be a good one. Take it. It's a gift from a stranger.
My husband's wedding ring. I never thought to see it again. What I wouldn't give to see him once more.
What? Oh, shit.
By the power of the Elder Scrolls, I name Emmer Deriloth as the true thief of Nocturnal's cow.
You're the Grey Fox? I've been betrayed.
I am the Grey Fox, but you have not been betrayed.
But
I am also your missing husband, Corvus.
Corvus? Is it really you? 10 years I've waited for word from you. Why did you hide from me?
10 years ago I inherited this cowl from the former guildmaster of the Thieves Guild. I became the new guildmaster, but I also received its curse. Whoever wears Nocturnal's cowl shall have his name stricken from history. Once I donned the cowl, no one in all of Tamriel could recognize me. With the cowl, I became the Grey Fox. Without it, I was a stranger.
Imagine if you could take out your sword and kill one of them right now.
Unable to return.
I've stood right next to you, and you didn't even know it. I cried out to you, "Here I am! It's me, Corvus!" But you just looked at me, confused.
You have broken my heart for a second time. I cannot let the infamous criminal mastermind, the Grey Fox, become the Count of Anvil. If you try to announce yourself as Corvus, I will deny you. I will deny you before the Emperor if I have to.
I guessed you would say these terrible things to me. That is why I brought my friend along. From this moment forward, I renounce my life of crime forever. I'm passing the gray cowl of the Thieves Guild to its new guild master. The gray cowl is now yours. You are the new guild master of the Thieves Guild. You will find that history has been altered tonight. Such is the power of Nocturnal's curse that lifting it can alter time itself.
What is different?
If Emmer Deriloth had not stolen Nocturnal's cowl, the Thieves Guild would never have fallen on such hard times. Because of the curse, he was unable to operate in the normal world of business and society. He could only act as the guild's figurehead. That has been
We were the moth priests all along.
Go to the Imperial City. You will find that the Thieves Guild has a guild hall on the site of the ruins of Deriloth.
Afternoon.
Grey Fox looks like a goofy. He looks like an old goofy.
What do you want?
What do you want? What do you mean, what do I want?
Sure. Go down to the chapel and you can't miss him. He'll be the one outside, ranting at passers-by. Shadow hide you.
Alright, well, there goes the Thieves Guild. The Grey Fox, who is no longer the Grey Fox, who is no longer the Grey Fox, but is now Corvus Umbranox, has given me the Grey Cowl of Nocturnal. I am now the new Grey Fox and new guild master of the Thieves Guild. Due to the magic of the cowl, the thieves of the guild will not notice the change. However, since the curse is lifted, I can remove the cowl and be recognized as myself again. Interestingly, the cowl's magic makes it so that anyone seeing me remove the cowl does not associate me with the Grey Fox. Interesting. Interesting. Take some aloe. History has been rewritten. I should go see the new Thieves Guild Hall in the Imperial City waterfront. The Grey Fox, or Count Corvus, as he is now known, told me that I get to run the place now. Teach the guild karate, Scott. That's going to be the first thing. Is, dude, you guys got to learn kata. Whoosh.
Not bad. Don't the Varys brothers run a good shop?
Cicero, Sergius, and Tertullian run a good shop. Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
Take care.
You've got some nimble fingers. What have you been getting into?
Carwen? Who the fuck is Carwen?
My name is Carwin. Remember, I'll be rich and famous one day. Shadow hide you.
Just immediately start destroying everything. Armand Kristoff.
You wear the shadows well, fellow thief. We don't talk about him in public. The Thieves' Guild follows the Grey Fox. However, we make sure that most folks think he is just a myth.
I want to see what happens if I talk to him as the Grey Fox.
Shadow hide you. As I live and breathe, the Grey Fox, it's an honor. You can pay your fine. It's your prison sentence, not mine.
Yeah, fuck him.
You can.
It says, fee to get rid of bounty, 250 gold. What are you talking about?
It's you. Goodbye.
Yo, what's going on, Madden Williams? Hope you're doing all right, man. And I've been doing okay myself. I look fucking so stupid. Holy shit, bro. This looks so dumb. Man, that is wild. Oh, man. Look at that shape, bro. Man, oh, man. I'm a little drunk right now, so I apologize if I'm a little quiet. Usually drinking makes me talkative, but like there's something about right now. I think it might be because I'm on tequila. What the fuck? I might it might be because I'm drinking tequila. You know, maybe there's something about that. Just a bunch of lock picks inside of here. I ain't need that. Gimp cat. That's exactly what it is. Oh, yeah? Maybe I can talk to this person. They can help me out. What's going on, JC? Yakubian Khajiit. That's exactly what it is.
Citizen?
Go on. Have you ever shopped at the main ingredient?
Can't say I've
Marana Rian. I'm very fond of nice things. How fortunate that I can afford them. Training from me? A few too many loose lips, it seems. It's not something I want to be public knowledge, if you understand my meaning. Very well. Simple task for you. I just dropped a favorite coin of mine into my pocket. If you can steal it from me, I'll train you.
Well
Good day.
met.
I should put on the Grey Cowl, the Nocturnal Fortify Sneak.
What is it?
Take it. It's worthless to me.
I've heard he'll teach his skills for the right price. Heard any news from...
Nothing I'd
Sick.
like to talk about.
So long.
All right, cool. Bitch, raunchy gimp mask. Her ass.
A pleasure to speak with you. Well, there it is. Not the best job I've seen, but you did it.
Not the best job
All
I've
right,
seen.
I'll help
You
you
failed a
hone your
couple of
technique.
times.
Pay attention and you can learn a lot.
Sneak. Yeah, I'm a journeyman, so
Let's get to Pay attention. Good that you want to. Let's get to training. Knowledge is power.
Okay.
Bye.
Oh, interesting. Mathala's Shrine. We'll go ahead and we'll take care of that. But first, yeah, I'm gonna go to Chadenhall, right? Because then I can sleep and feed if I need to. Then I'm gonna go to the not the Thieves Guild, the Mages Guild, to figure out what I have to do to make sure that I can get back into the guild. And then and then I'm gonna go to Mathala's Shrine. 1, 2, 3. All right. Looking like we got it. Yep. Okay. Gonna need to see your journeyman sneaking license, Scott. I left it at home. Arcane University. Who do I talk to here?
Hi there.
What?
What do you want? Be seeing you.
I am very disappointed. I had hoped we would not meet again under these circumstances. You have been suspended from the guild for the death of a guild member. Are you willing to do what is necessary to make amends? Very well. Bring me 20 vampire dust
Oh,
and
boy.
20 Daedra hearts, and your guild privileges shall be restored. I can only hope that putting your life at risk for the guild will put things in perspective for you and help you to value the privileges it offers.
All right.
You have my ear, citizen.
I'm chewing on a piece of ice here. Scott, did you see that high school kid who got stabbed at the track meeting? Yeah, I did. And I see all the excuses and interference that a lot of people are trying to run, trying to act like some guy grabbing somebody's backpack means that like you should totally stab the fuck out of them, you know? And what I will say is what that kid did wrong is he thought he was gonna put hands on somebody without there being some kind of real backlash, right? And what it really comes down to is the fact that you can't, like, if you're gonna resort to violence, whether it's something like throwing punches or if it's something like putting hands on someone, technically that's a violent act. You can't go half measures. There's no, that's okay, I'm gonna grab this kid and we're gonna walk him out of the tent, because I'm pretty sure that's how it went, was like this kid went in, he was trying to cause trouble. The kids who were already in the tent that the troublemaker went into, they were like, dude, get the fuck out of here. What do you think you're doing? And then sure enough, one of the kids decided, hey, hold on. There we go. My understanding of the situation is that there was a kid who went into a tent at a track meet, right? Uh-oh. And at this track meet, the kid, like, I guess he brought a knife or something like that. So the kid who brought the knife went into this tent. He started causing trouble. The kids who were already hanging out in that tent were like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of here. Of course, he didn't listen. And when one of those kids took it upon himself to try and grab the kid and throw him out of the tent, the kid who went in there to cause trouble took out a knife and started stabbing the kid who was trying to solve the problem, right? So there was a problem, a kid tried to solve it, he got stabbed by the problem for it. There's a lot of bullshit going around about, oh, actually, the kid who got stabbed to death was a troublemaker. He wasn't. I guarantee it. We all know he wasn't. And that the kid who did the stabbing, well, he was a good student. He wasn't. I guarantee you he wasn't. Even if he had a 4.0 GPA, it was 4.0 based off of, like, it was 4.0 based off of being pushed through the system. I guarantee you. I've seen it 1,000,001 times. I was pushed through the system. I shouldn't have graduated high school, but they pushed me through, right? But, like, regardless of whatever that is, the big issue is that, one, that kid thought he was going to resort to half-measure violence. He thought he was going to put hands, meaning the kid who got stabbed was going to put hands on somebody and not make it a situation where he was trying to do serious harm to that kid. You don't put hands on somebody unless you're seriously trying to do harm to them. That's just the way that it is. You'll never see me be the guy who, like, pushes somebody and is like, what's up? If I push somebody, it's only to make them stumble so that I can pounce on them and start throwing punches or take them to the ground or anything like that, right? I'm not going to be the guy who, like, grabs somebody and is like, come on, get out of here, go, right? I saw the same thing happen like years ago. I feel like there was a situation where some Antifa guy was following around some Proud Boy type guy. And the Proud Boy thought he was going to be cool. He was going to walk over and put his hands around the Antifa guy and be like, hey, buddy, how's it going? Haha, we know you're Antifa, right? And if you keep coming around here and if you keep following us, we're going to beat the hell out of you. As soon as Mr. Proud Boy put his hand around the Antifa guy pulled the knife and stabbed him. I don't know if that guy survived. I feel like he probably did. But it's still a situation where there's a lot of people out there who think they're going to resort to half-measure violence and that's going to, like, do the job, and you don't. You either are straight up going to try and take somebody's head off, or you're trying to solve the issue some other way. What that kid could have done is gotten a teacher or something like that, right? And if the teacher didn't do anything, then, well, I mean, there was a lot more of those kids that were in the tent than the kid who would end up stabbing. I'm not saying anything, I'm just saying, I mean, there's strength in numbers here, right? But regardless, like, you don't want to be the guy who's like, I'm gonna grab you by the back of your neck and lead you out, because that's just escalating the situation, and you're making your move and allowing him to make his move right after is what's happening. And your move has to be, in a situation like that, your move has to be the kind of move where that guy is unable to make a move after. Really? It's like if I showed you if I brought a knife to a gunfight and I pulled it out and I showed you I had the knife instead of trying to bluff like I had a fucking gun. That's basically what happened there, right? If it makes sense what I'm trying to say, Excuse me. It's disgusting, that teen that did the stabbing is a criminal. I guarantee you it's not his first offense. Maybe, of that nature it's his first offense, but it's not his first violent crime. It's not the first time that he's been a troublemaker or anything like that. I went to public school. I know how it is. I know how public school is, It is what it is, Regardless, like, rest in peace to the kid who died. He shouldn't have died. He didn't deserve that. He did make a mistake, though, and you can learn from that mistake. And hopefully it's not going to be you who's on Twitter with a bunch of people of a certain ethnic background trying to be like, oh, actually he was a bad guy. He was actually a bad guy, But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to be done. You know, it's just going to be a moral outrage. There's probably going to be another like 3 to 5 young males of that nature who end up getting killed before anything real starts to happen, if anything real starts to happen. And I wish it didn't have to be that way, but it does. I wish it didn't have to be that way, but it does. Yeah. Public school is prison, exactly. 100%. Yeah. Look, sad about that kid. I bet the other kid who stabbed him was another teen, in quotation marks. Yes, I believe he was another quote unquote teen. I believe he was. I believe he was indeed, you know? I talked a little bit about this on Friday, right? And I always try to be careful when I talk about anything like this because it's a hard thing to talk about without it sounding like premeditation or like a situation where you're telling people to go commit acts of violence. I'm not telling anyone to commit acts of violence. This is just a hypothetical situation that I'm talking about, right? Might as well get a move on here. This is just a hypothetical situation that I'm talking about here. So on Friday, in fact, I'll use a hypothetical based off of a real situation here. On Friday, there was a woman outside of my door. She wasn't necessarily like constantly banging on my door. She was just kind of on a rampage in the most general sense. But in addition to being on a rampage right outside my door, she knocked on my door and she started talking about me specifically, saying that she would call her cousin to come beat me up and all this other stuff. Now, I played it the right way, right? I just got recordings of it. I sat here, I kind of talked to you guys through it because I was streaming at the time. You can literally see on my stream. We're going to throw hands at this troll here. Anyway, so that's what happened, right? She said that she was going to call her cousin, and he was going to come down here, and he was going to start trying to beat people up and stuff like that. Now, I ain't afraid of anybody. It doesn't matter who it is, right? But it doesn't mean that I'm going to, like, try and escalate that. But I'm also not going to let her get the jump on me in any way, shape, or form. So if there was a situation where her cousin came down here and I started hearing bang, 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 bang on my door, hey, yo, get out here. If I saw that, one of two things would play out. Either one, I would climb out the window, go around, and I would charge through the door, and I would fuck the guy up. Or two, I would open the door, not say a fucking word, and start throwing punches as hard as I fucking can, trying to break this guy's skull. That's what would have happened. That's what I was prepared for when she came banging on my door earlier, too. Right? These are just hypothetical situations here. I'm not saying that I was actually really going to do anything. I'm just saying that when it comes down to it, violence is not something you can half-ass. You can't play to a rule set with violence. Violence is something you have to be all in on. You almost have to want the violence. I don't want violence, right? I'm not someone, I would rather everybody live in peace and harmony and we all get along. And when we have problems, we just give each other hugs. We just give each other hugs, and that's how we solve our problems, is what we do. I would much rather live in a world like that than a violent one. And yet, here we are, right? And because of that, when somebody is coming at me in a way that I think I or my wife or my brother-in-law who I live with or my dog or anybody else that I care about could be in danger, it's not enough for me to just be like, oh, I don't want any trouble, but they're trying to give me trouble. No, I want trouble now. I didn't want trouble, but you're bringing trouble to me. So you know what? I'm going to meet that trouble with trouble, and I'm going to exceed that. And that's the basic rule, the basic law of force. Everybody understands this. That's what they teach the police. That's what they teach the military. Your Krav Maga gym is teaching you that. Everybody who actually knows anything about violence, even though Krav Maga is bullshit, they do know about violence on a conceptual level. Everybody who knows anything about violence is they understand that it's not good enough to just be like, oh man, oh boy, I don't want this to go on. I can't have this happening. No, no, no. You have to exceed the level of violence that they are giving, which means when they're sitting here thinking, I'm gonna knock on his door, I'm gonna knock on his door, and when he open up, I'm gonna be like, hey yo, you giving my cousin shit? You giving my cousin shit, Holmes? Is that what you doing? When he's sitting here thinking that's gonna happen, you think, I'm gonna open this door and I'm gonna fucking bust him in the nose. I'm gonna bust on him, is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna bust all over this guy's face. Every inch, I'm a bust on it. All right, look, like you have to have that mindset. It's not a tough guy mindset. I don't consider myself to be an especially tough guy, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think I'm the toughest guy ever. I might not even be the toughest guy in my apartment complex. There might be guys who can take shots for days and days and days and days, and it just doesn't bother them, right? But when it comes to my understanding of violence and my ability to enact that, and the same goes for anybody else who trains in MMA, that is the best weapon that I have. Because most people, even people from the ghetto, they don't understand that. There's a certain etiquette that they prefer to follow, where it's like, oh, I'm gonna get in his face and I'm gonna say the N-word a few times, and then maybe I'll swing on him. There's some kind of verbal altercation that occurs before the physical altercation happens. I'm gonna skip right to the physical altercation, and you guys will see. Like the day I meet the IP2 people, when me and Letty collab, me and Letty are working on a collab right now. Nah, we're not actually working on a collab. That's a joke. I was gonna make another joke that probably would have not been the best joke to make. I'm a little drunk right now, and a joke came to my head. I don't want to make jokes that are gonna be bad for either of us, but regardless, like, if anybody ever really tested me like that in a real way at Fish Tank, or let's say through some weird circumstance, I did hang out with Letty, and there was IP2 people there, and they wanted to try and alpha me, you would see how I am. I don't talk to people. I don't fucking talk about shit, you know? It's, if you're in that range where I know you could hit me, I'm going straight to the fight. That's it, you know? Again, it's not a tough guy thing at all. Not even a little bit. It's that I understand the reality of violence. I understand the nature of violence, and I'm not about to play some social game regarding it, you know? And that's the issue that kid probably had, is that he probably understood violence as a social construct. He probably understood violence as a social construct more so than something that is just like, you have to act it out when the time comes, you know? All right. So anyways, I started blasting, like, yeah, that is no lie. The attitude that you kind of have to have is like, so anyways, I started blasting, right? Like they say it's better to be tried by 12 than carried by 6, and that's such a boomer, like, Krav Maga, gun toting, like fucking tactical pants wearing kind of guy thing. That's Black Rifle Coffee gun guy bullshit, but it's not bullshit. It's true. The way they say it is it's meant to be self-aggrandizing. They don't actually give a fuck about they like you know, they would never in a million years actually shoot somebody. They wouldn't even want to fist fight somebody. They're the types of people who say, are you man enough to talk out the issue over a beer? Are you man enough to do that? You know, which is something these boomers love to do. They love to be like starting shit with you, talking shit, and then when you're like, yo, you want to fight it out? You want to do something about this? They're like, what? You can't talk your problems out like a man? Huh? You can't talk them out like a man? It's disgusting, you know. Boomers have this fetish about having a beer with people. Everything is having a beer, you know. Oh, we'll fight it out and then we'll have a beer after. Yeah, sure. Fucking that's what's gonna happen. You and I are gonna punch each other in the head, and then immediately after that, I'm not gonna be like, I never want to see this guy again. In fact, it's gonna be the opposite. I'm gonna be like, no, actually, I want to see this guy right now. Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it fucking works. Idiot, fucking idiots, you know. But like you can't have that baby boomer understanding of violence. You can't allow that to be the thing, you know. Baby boomers grew up in a world where maybe that was possible to a certain extent, but it was only possible like that. I'm sitting here like, it was only possible like that because everybody knew each other back then. So when you had a problem with somebody, you had a problem with someone that you went to school with. You had a problem with somebody you knew from around town. So you knew him or you knew somebody that knew him. That's the way that it was, you know? Fucking so like maybe that's where that comes from, is because like you knew you were gonna see the person again anyway, so there's really no point. Like if you have that problem, you fight it out, and then like, all right, whatever, we both go to this bar, it's the only bar in town, let's just sit down and have a good time for the rest of the night. How about that? Maybe that's what it was, you know? But that's not the world that we live in anymore. And part of the reason we don't live in that world is because boomers fucking suck and they ruined it for us, you know? And now kids are getting stabbed at track meets by people that probably should have been kicked out of school a long time ago, you know? I don't believe a word anybody says about that kid being a good student, a good influence, a good anything. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit, you know? You don't just stab somebody because you're a good student. You don't stab somebody because you have a 4.0 GPA. That's not the way that works, you know? You can understand violence. It doesn't mean you're going to go straight to fucking stabbing the fuck out of somebody because they touch your backpack. You know, because they grab you by the backpack or the shirt and they're like, dude, get out of here, dude. That's not how that fucking shit works, you know? It's ridiculous, you know. All I know, right, to cap this off, because I'm actually probably gonna get out of here in a second because my food just got here. I'm also sobered up. I gotta chug more tequila. I just thought of a funny joke that I'm not gonna do because it's gonna end up on 4chan if I do. There's gonna be a screen cap of it, but like. Don't there's an old FSU saying, right? There's an old FSU saying. It's friends don't let friends fight alone. And that's true. Friends don't let friends fight alone. If your boy is having issues with some guy, especially a guy that you know is probably going to be a scumbag, he's not going to throw hands fair. You don't let that you don't let your friend be the only one putting hands on that guy. You put hands on that guy too. Right? Of course, do it legally. Find a legal way to do it. Consult a lawyer. Consult a lawyer before you actually enact this. You know, make sure you're following the law. Anything that I'm saying right now, of course. But friends don't let friends fight alone. I'm not gonna let my brother fight alone. I'm not gonna let my brother-in-law fight alone. I'm not gonna let a buddy of mine fight alone. I'm not gonna sit here watching my friend get his ass beat by somebody who's not fighting fair. And be like, oh man, dude, you gotta use head movement, bro. You gotta use head movement, bro. It's one thing, it's a fair fight and he's losing. It's like, all right, I'll jump in to stop the fight. But it's another thing when, again, it's some fucking punk kid who you know is gonna be a piece of shit. And you don't know what he's got in his backpack. When your boy jumps, you jump too, you know? And then in addition to that, if you're going to go to violence, specifically if you're alone, you don't have any backup, you don't go to half measures. You go all the way. You know, you go all the way. You don't fuck around, you know? But yeah, anyway. We'll save a couple o times. There is 1. There is 2. Exit game. Uh, the good old ultra violence. What about your verbal judo, Scott? Exactly. That's another thing, you know. Verbal judo doesn't actually exist. That's just something that like Krav Maga instructors say to try and cover their ass, you know. There's no there's I've seen like 1 or 2 tips on quote unquote verbal judo. One of them is one that I discovered on my own. Nobody ever told me this, and I shared it with you guys in a video that I made months ago. One of the best things you can do is ask a question, and it can be as simple as why. Like act confused and ask why, and then that person might seriously second guess themselves and be like, oh fuck, you know, they might be like that. There will be a moment of cognitive blink if everything happens right. You know, and then if you know, the other one was look people in the eyes, which actually does kind of help a little bit. If somebody's giving you shit and you're not at a point where like there's gonna be violence, like if you're not sure, like if there's a bully who's like, nice shoes, where'd you get them? The ugly store, right? You literally look him in the eye and just be like, yeah. You look him like that. I shit you not. There's a kid. He's a senior this year. He's probably going to be graduating in like a couple of months. I'm going to have to see if I can go see these kids' graduation because there's a few of them in that grade that I taught jujitsu to for years. And one of the kids specifically has been coming to my gym since he was like 6 or 7 years old. And he only stopped going to our gym when he started wrestling. So he was going to our gym for close to like 10 years, you know? And he got all the talks from my coach and all the other coaches before me who were like, oh, one of the best things you can do is look someone in the eye when they're trying to give you shit like that. And sure enough, one day I started giving him shit. I forget what I said to him. I might have been like, I might have been making fun of him for video games. I might have been like, yeah, you Zoomers in your Fortnite. Ha ha. And he looked me in the eye and he was like, yeah. he just looked at me like that. And I had nothing. I got stumped by a fucking 13-year-old kid. I was just like, ha ha. All right. I guess I can't argue with that. Literally. Like that's the energy that he got out of me because it was just so sudden and so unexpected, and he stared into my soul, not in like an angry way, just like a confident, like, yeah, I really believe this. I'm sure of myself kind of way, and it was like the funniest fucking thing. But that's the only verbal judo that I know. That's the only verbal judo that I would say is like worth it, you know, is those two things. And even then it's not like they're going to be 100% of the time, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna head out. All right, I appreciate you guys for coming. Started off as kind of a weird stream, but I do feel that it picked up closer to the end there. So, you know, thanks for making it tolerable. Thanks for making it a good stream for us. But yeah, I am going to head out. All right, I will catch you guys later. I should be streaming Wednesday. I should be available then. But if not, we will be streaming Friday. So I will catch you guys later. Peace out.